in the wake of the last events, we had conversations. That's mostly what happened. Circe went inside the king's mind. Bob is back.
Valen's here.
Yeah.
Valen.
Yeah.
The boy.
And you're escorting Castilla's family to a safer place. As you begin to head outside, not too far off in the distance, you can see the rose, kind of slightly above ground. As you all begin to walk towards it, you see your parents along with escorts to help them towards the airship.
Mm-hmm.
And Bob steps back, kind of taking space in between, along with his companion. While we have a moment to talk, we are relatively alone. My friend, I came to him with questions and seeking for information. Amongst us, he knows far more about a lot of this, involving most of the divine, as well as being a cleric. He handles conditions. It seems that in his years here, Valen has been able to figure out what it is that binds us. That doesn't allow us to rest. And Valen speaks up. Well, in my discovery, I've found that within our very souls, the lines, the ether that dwells within, well, they've been tampered. When I don't entirely know, but there's energy in there that's almost intertwined. And I've done my research on my own time. And it took me a while to not necessarily to figure out what it was, to come to terms with the fact of what it was. We are tempered. Not in a positive way. Well, I would say temperament necessarily is always in a negative manner. But it was done assumingly with purpose.
But yet, despite being able to acknowledge, the energy intertwined with your souls, you haven't been able to pinpoint what that energy is or who it was placed by.
I know exactly where it comes. It is. Well, the energy is within the realm of antimatter.
But it's not directly linked to antimatter. You said it was in the same realm of it.
In this, I mean, the magic is the same. It is not activating and as affecting in a way antimatter does with most things, since the purpose of it is differently. But it is within the same realm of the temper that controls this magic of nothingness. Which brought me along to a couple of conclusions. And you've confirmed this to us. And Bob kind of speaks up. We're susceptible to the magics that Ayin portrays. And Red's a prime example of this.
Yeah, that.
Would I...
Nah, you go.
Sorry, that's just what I like to understand is when all of this has happened. I know, I can see why they would want to have us easily manipulatable. I just can't remember how.
When did Castilla's, when did Isla say that the takeover took place? Like, when was that?
For the castle?
Yeah, because I'm assuming that those two events, castle being overtaken and red getting possessed, or like puppeted, like they're decently high chance of being linked.
Yeah, you were told that it was not too far off of when you guys left to Eden. Probably within a week or two, almost.
The time frame is a bit fuzzy considering the circumstances, but what we've been told is that the castle takeover of what has currently happened to Stigheist's government is happened within a week of us leaving for Eden, and presumably the puppeting of Red happened within a similar time frame.
You misunderstand me, my friend.
Bro, you
I-
literally just asked for, hey, when did this happen?
I was being more broad. I meant, when have we been tampered with? As in, when have our souls been intertwined with this energy? And I have no recollection in the years that I've been alive of having.
Considering the sheer amount of other people that we have encountered that have a similar affliction, not being able to die, that the amount of people we've encountered from Asclepia, I feel that is the main moment linking all of you. Just the fall of Asclepia being the point of where it likely happened.
Perhaps. We tell you this because naturally we are risks. I will not, unless you tell me, do not get involved with anything. I still believe that perhaps me being around is a better benefit regarding the risk. And from what you've said with Red, we're at risk within the proximity of one of these sisters, not necessarily at any time. At least I would like to hope so.
Yeah, and that is likely to mean that you'll not be able to directly assist us with that.
Which comes to my... I need to ask this of all of you. You all have been shown to be capable of doing things that do not fall the realm of norm, and it is fascinating to see. A bit scary. But if at any point any of us become a risk, it would do you well to not hesitate.
It would do us well to not what?
Hesitate.
Hesitate.
Okay. I'll be able to. I'll try to keep that in mind if the time ever comes.
We are not individuals who are easy to shuffle around in order to give time to find a solution. We're dangerous. There is no time for mistakes. I hope you understand.
You seem pretty nonchalant for somebody who's just outright saying, if I go mad, put me down. Are you okay with that? You wouldn't want us to try and find another way? Lock you in a basement? I don't know, until we figured it out. Or you don't think that would work?
I've been gifted more time than I ever needed. And while at first we found it as a curse, when I found my thing here in Twilight, perhaps it was more of another chance. But we do not, ultimately, we do not belong here. Of course, I'm not okay with it. And I'm afraid. But I'd be damned if I do something to cause more irreparable damage that I haven't done so already.
Okay. Sure.
I don't want to sour the mood any further, but I can fully entrust in your family, Castilla, to take care of my town. Just in case.
We
I've
can.
only spoken well to them about King and the Queen. They have much more faith in the crown than they do in anyone.
We can handle that when we get there. But it's good to know that. Yeah. I promise should something happen, do everything in our power to keep everybody safe. As sane as we can be.
Shall we officially board the airship?
Yes, of course. Go ahead. You guys first. I need to talk to Valen about something.
As like we kind of I guess I'm still in Spis's arms, I suppose.
Oh yeah, Spis is still just carrying Circe.
As
To be
as
fair,
Spis
would
walks
Circe,
past.
would Circe willingly leave that?
No, I like being in Spis's arms. It's comfy.
I get to be tall and not have to exert myself.
It's just it's a comfy position to be in.
It's always
It's like floating on air.
Spis is
Yeah,
more than
it's
willing to
perfect.
keep carrying Circe after the course of the past like 24 hours.
Yes. Perfect. Then as Spis walks past Bob, I would just like, as we're like in passing, I just want to say to him, we will do whatever we have to do if you go insane. But in return, you have to promise that you're gonna try your hardest not.
Of course. No, there's no beneficial reason for me not. Besides, I would preferably like to go out planned.
She holds her hand out and she goes, "Do you promise?"
ooh shit, they promise.
It's not fair. Promises are quite difficult on me, but it eases your mind.
You only have to promise that you'll try your hardest. You don't know. Succeeding isn't in the bargain.
I promise.
She shakes his hand.
Pact has been made.
Pact has been made today. You're a warlock now.
Congratulations, Bob. You've lost your soul.
He didn't even have one in the first place at this rate with the Ayin. Now he actually gets the soul out of it because Circe holds on to it.
You have a Fey patron. Congratulations.
God, Circe as a Fae patron would be so funny.
Oh God.
We all know this is now going to be her future, right?
Hey guys, I have a wonderful idea for a character set in the far future.
Oh
My
my god.
patron, she's a really weird druid with a fire tiger.
Yeah, continue to board the ship. You know it very well. You've been here not so long ago.
Yippee.
And aboard the ship, you see the individual shipmates still doing what they do best, getting things ready. Speaking to your parents who have already been boarded onto the ship, is Johnny explaining to them the conditions of being on his ship.
That's good at you.
Don't talk to my crew. Don't distract them. Don't destroy anything.
Don't flirt with the ladies. I don't think that's going to be applicable.
My
but
ladies.
I imagine both Isla and Castilla's dad.
Magnus and
Yeah,
August.
Magnus. I feel less so August would be.
August is chilling right now. Oh, as best we can.
I imagine it's like that meme of like the husband looking back, but edited so that both are looking back.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As long as you don't destroy nothing, which I mean, considering your highnesses, I wouldn't think that would happen. Don't drink anything the ladies offer you for your sake. Don't jump off. I don't know if you've been on an airship before. I wouldn't jump off. Even though it looks fun.
Oh, good lord.
It's fun. It does look fun.
He's totally done that before.
Circe, no. Not now.
It's fun.
Let's get things settled and then we can do that. How about that?
Yeah. We got some special rooms for you down there as well. That's it. You're free to go. An honor to have you aboard. And I'm not good with talking with officials like that, so I'm just gonna walk away. Johnny walks towards the rest of you.
Oh boy. I look right at Circe. Did
Papa, guys.
you just say Pog?
Papa.
Oh shit.
Cersei created
Oh.
Pog.
Yes, Cersei just pogs.
Poggers.
That's a Feywild term, actually. My answer for everything.
Back on my ship, I see.
It it's a really speedy form of transportation. I'm kind of surprised we're back on it too.
That's airships for you. I was planning my way out of here, but I got offered the kind of money I couldn't deny. So you got me for a little while longer, at least till this family business or whatever it is gets resolved. My ship's not needed anymore.
Thank you, Donnie, for willing to do this in the first place.
Don't thank me. Thank Bob. He's the one that paid the money. Oh, he also told me that I would be allowed to use Stig Heist airspace unrestricted my routes, that it might be possible for you to do that. He didn't guarantee it, but he said it might be possible. So maybe
I'd have to look into that, but I think it could probably be arranged.
that'd be great. Sometimes
Can
I have to
I-
cut through Stig Heist and I have to go around and it's a pain in the ass.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah.
Is he doing a Cersei of just making a lie up and praying that someone will believe you? Like when she said, he let me drive the car. He said I could drive the car, and everyone was like, okay. 12 plus 5 is 17.
17. Let's roll deception, I guess, for Johnny.
Is he
Deception.
lying to me?
He's very good at it. So, yeah, that's not
Papa.
Papa.
I'm
no, he's
choosing-
truthful to you.
Cersei gives him a look of like a, are you doing what I do? Where I come up with elaborate lies just to pray that someone will let me do something cool?
But yeah, you guys know the rules. So I'm not gonna tell you anything. I just came to let you know that I'm gonna be sticking around for a little while longer. But unfortunately, your other two friends are not here. They went somewhere else. So
Perlin. Fuck, I forgot her name.
First?
Hold on.
Saf.
That. Thank you.
yeah,
Not Calliope.
your friend Pearl. She seemed like she had something else to do. She's not too far off, but she actually offered that other one, Saf, something to help her. So they are, well, she didn't tell me not to tell you, so. We dropped them off back at the guild, the drag vault, whatever they call it.
Mhm.
She said there was something there that she needed to see. So, just letting you know. That's all.
Much appreciated. Though it concerns me why they're going to the drug vault. Something else to deal with as we're proceeding.
She had a face of determination on her. I've seen that look before. So, whatever it is she's there for, she clearly knows. And she paid Saf, I guess, as further assistance.
Hey,
Alright, I gotta make sure this thing's ready to go off.
I kept them.
And Johnny steps back, flicks his hat, and he just walks off towards the place where you drive the ship. I forget sometimes.
Head.
Terms. There you go.
The steering
Head of the
wheel.
ship.
A wheel.
Yeah,
The
the wheel.
wheel.
The wheel. The claw.
The helm! To the helm!
Isn't the helm the very,
Thank
very
you.
front?
Well, in Baldur's Gate, that's where the wheel quote is. In the helm!
Listen, none of us know nautical terminology.
None of us are pirates.
Google, what's a boat wheel?
Spis would make a pretty good pirate, actually.
Spis would make a great
No, she
pirate.
wouldn't.
This would though.
Spis would make a
Spis would
great
absolutely
pirate.
make a great pirate.
I back this idea personally.
It is the helm! The
It is
helm!
the helm. Okay. Vel
Helm.
wouldn't make a good pirate, but Spis would.
She'd definitely steal stuff from people, though.
Absolutely. I haven't stolen anything in a while. I need to get on that.
You do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. What are you guys gonna do? I mean, you're waiting. You're waiting for the ship to lift off. You got some time here.
Heading down to our quarters.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Vikda's at least gonna do that.
Castilla would like to try and catch Valen, preferably, if possible.
You see, Bob and Valen are the last ones to enter, climb up the rope essentially, and enter the ship. And Bob kind of goes on his own way. And Valen, yeah, he's there if you want to talk to him.
Valen, can I pick your brain for a second?
Of course, it's free for picking. If I could open it, I would, but it's not really possible for me to do.
Right. You said you've done research on all of this stuff, and well, of course I have questions about Guk, but that's a later thing. What do you know about warp illness? Too much exposure to the warp, particularly.
Ah, war poisoning.
Yes.
Quite similar to ether poisoning, except ether poisoning is much more natural. War poisoning is not as common. Usually, the war poisoning happens for a short amount of time, and then you just like you transform into something.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Great.
there's not a lot of research done on the effects of war poisoning because of how fast the transfers is. But the symptoms are quite similar to ether poisoning.
And leading in with that, how easy is it to try and either treat it and or reverse it, preferably?
Who do you know that's war poisoned? That hasn't transformed yet?
I don't know if it's full transform. My father, King August.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No, your father's not war poisoned.
No. Okay. What do you know that I don't then? Because he's not well.
I know, but not in a sense of that I know more than you. I know in a sense that I've seen my fair share of people. It seems like your father has gone through some treacherous tormenting he's been experimented on for sure. His body is not, from just a visual perspective here, not aligned to what I remember your father looking like.
You would be correct on that.
The bits and pieces are there, and they are correct. I'm sorry. There's no nice way to say it. He's been tortured and used something. Maybe the torture was, but not in the sense. Not a lot of it was magic. Do you know if he's still in there?
From what Circe had said, yes. But he's struggling, I guess, from what I could gather.
Well, there's your light at the end of the. He's still in there. And that's your best sign that there is a chance, or there's the ability to be able to revert, very least, his mental state.
Right.
In terms of physical, there are magics that can fix that with time.
Okay. That's better news than I expected, so thank you.
Of course.
Follow up. How much do you know about a person named Sabik?
Ah, Sabik. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time, actually.
She was the chair of balance, right?
Yes, you know your stuff. One-
Kind of half lived it in a weird memory thing. Don't question it. Yeah, I got called Sabik in that memory as I had on something that was hers. And recently, when we were down there, my partner Quinn mentioned snapping out upon hearing. Hold on, we have a pin now. I want to say it right. Do we not have a pin? Hold
That would
on.
have been too smart.
Yep. Hold on. Blood letters. No.
How did we not pin that after that entire conversation?
Oh my god.
No. We didn't pin it there. We sent it in the. Was this after my song ramble? Hold on.
We know where it is.
Where is it? We sent it somewhere.
Hold on.
Is it in general?
I'll send it in random.
God bless. Thank you. I want to make sure I quote this right. There it is. Hear the song of creation's end. Feel the sorrow of hope's demise. Think, follow the way in the darkness. No, actually, no. Hold on. Backtracking, Emily. Quinn said they heard hear, feel, think, and it kind of snapped them out. But I've seen on, well, my mask, hear the song of creation's end, feel the sorrow at hope's demise, think, follow the way in the darkness, follow my light, or fly, my children, and never look back. And Castilla is quoting this because she would have it memorized. My dumbass doesn't.
To be fair, it did happen like not even half an hour ago to Castilla.
Exactly. I'm just, if Sabik is from your realm, it's a little weird how there's now things of Sabik popping up currently. I know a lot of your stuff got thrown over and everything's mixed together and things like that, but this feels a little too on the nose to ignore.
You said you have a mask.
Yes, my father, August, gave it to me, but and Castilla's gonna pull it out of her little back. Well, no, she would have had it on her hip. Pull it off her hip and offer it for Valen to glance at.
Valen grabs it and observes it.
Does he grab it excitedly? What's the emotions upon grabbing it? Out of curiosity.
You expect him to grab it excitingly, but there's almost like a gentle grab to it, and he's just observing it. He has one hand on his chin as he's looking and turning it around. So, first off, you know Sabik was one of the 3 seats.
Yes.
In our time, there were individuals known to keep order. They were quite talented, powerful. The most important thing was that they were mostly unbiased. And it was necessary.
Right.
We, in our time, lived for quite a while. Our life expectancy far beyond what your reflections of our races are. The magics within us, the ether, the amount of ether we have in our souls is almost 10 times. Which is why, to us, originally when we got here, everyone seemed so young. It's not. You just condense less ether. Age was read through your lines. The amount of ether you could withstand. Some people aged much more rapidly, and others did not. But besides the point, Sabik and the other two seats were regarded as individuals that were above the norm. And the seat of balance, even above those. The other two seats had their place, and the seat of balance keep everything. Especially if one of the other two seats went off the rails. We've met Sabik a few times. I know her by name, and I know some of her accomplishments. She seemed to have been old friends with Zephyr.
Zephyr was another one of the seats, at least from what I remember in that memory thing. And then I later found out Gok was also a seat, but later?
Gok was given the seat. Later, yes. And Zephyr was one indeed. But not official. Gok was given the seat that Zephyr had. Zephyr was unofficially. He was an older member of the. He was once thought to have been lost. He was refound. And he led us. And he found Gok worthy, and he gave him the seat. He didn't feel like it was no longer in his place. This seems like a warning. The words. The eerie thing is that I've also felt like I've heard these words in my dreams. Maybe there was another time. But this message is delivered. The fact that you have this could be coincidence. I don't think it.
No. That sounds so weird to say. It's just weird, I guess. I mean, I've been so used to everything that's been happening with primordials and magic and all this stuff, and this is the one that freaks me out the most, and I don't even know why. You know?
It makes sense. No, I understand. But I don't know. I cannot fully answer this for you, unfortunately.
It's okay. I think this
But
is something. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I do think this was meant to be with you.
Oh, great. Responsibility. Love it. Yeah. And the last thing before I let you go do your thing, apologies. Doc. I don't want to say off and I mean, he wasn't very keen to hear from us. Oh shit! Who died?
It was the bard. The bard.
Oh,
decided to
Valen
go.
just jumped off the
The
ship. It's
bard
okay, guys.
died.
Valen said, "Fuck it." Okay, nope, we can't talk about Guk. Bye.
Valen heard the name Guk and went, okay, bye. I know it
Bye.
wasn't supposed to jump off the ship, but it really does look fun.
I really don't want to talk about him.
I really, Dilly.
It's
You know
just-
what? I just hold on, and then
Yeah. And he's like, bye. And as he's saying it, his voice is like disappearing.
it's the Ida, the owl lady. Bye.
What makes that fact even funnier is that like, aren't we are grounded,
Exactly.
basically.
Yeah, that's what's the best part. He's doing it deliberately. He's like doing it by himself while he's stood on the ground. I'm like, we know you're down there.
He's
I
like
can still see
slowly
you.
crouching to get even lower.
Oh God. God, I love this strange man. It's so fun, guys. Strange men.
I'm. It is strange that you are all intriguing to higher life forms. But it's not surprising either.
Wait, is Guk a higher life form? Did I miss something?
No, I'm speaking about the primordials.
Oh, sorry.
He's like, sorry, I'm just avoiding your question.
There's an answer to all this. I just don't. I'm not sure of it. Guk had a responsibility, and he took it harder than the rest of us. But I don't feel like he would be willing to do such drastic measures for it. Which makes me think perhaps he's not fully in the right mind.
We were suspecting that. He just. The way he talked didn't even sound like him. Honestly, we all kind of questioned if it was actually him on the. I was about to say phone, as Emily. But the sending stone, Circe managed to contact him after I did an aspect. I don't know if you know what that is, but I can explain it later. But it took a lot, and when we did break through, he basically said, "Don't contact me, but also where are you right now?" And ooh, just he sounded stressed. And no, I'm gonna say it. No, absolutely paranoid, freak out. Yeah. I don't know if it's we kind of let him do his thing. I'm just worried because and I may be wrong, I have a sneaking suspicion he's connected to the whole realms being a little bit closer to each other situation.
It's entirely possible. It was originally something we planned to do. But we were actually talked out by him.
That's why I'm so weirded out about why the sun changed. at least from our perspective. I mean, there's absolutely the chance that he's getting, puppeteered, and Castilla does like the little hand motion. But at the same time, I don't feel like he'd walk right into that. He saw firsthand what they were able to do, what they did. Then again, being stuck in pandemonium for anywhere from a day to 5 years can mess with your head a bit, so fun.
We would have to find that out, then, wouldn't we? That's as much as our problem as it is yours.
I just don't want anything bad to happen. To anyone, to him. It's not fair that he went through what he did. It's not fair that any of you did. But I know it's the whole, we're not going to be able to save everyone. I get that aspect. Da-da-da-da-da. But he was the whole reason we are still here. All of us would be dead or still hiding or something else had he not decided to follow a bunch of idiots into pandemonium.
It's very in character of him. I want to give you reassurance, really. That's definitely something Bob is much better at than I am.
Well, you're doing pretty good so far, so.
The realistic view of it. I told him I wasn't going to tell you.
Excuse me?
Our ethers are binded in some sense. We are tempered by Ayin, by either for manipulative purposes or whatever the case is. Everything seems to be very calculated. It is threaded in there. Do you know what happens when you get rid of the binder?
I assume those bound are gone.
When it comes to Titans, there's a chance for reversion. When it comes to primordials, we're not 100% certain.
Because it's never happened before.
Primordials rarely ever bind. Only two take hosts, Ayin and the primordial creation. The way Ayin does it, it's much more frequent. But Ayin takes hosts. They don't bind or temper. Titan thing to do. So, as far as I know, it's never happened.
Are you scared what might happen to you all?
Oh no, I'm fine. If I die, I die. If I'm gone from existence, it just happens. Been here long enough.
But there's not even the tiniest bit of fear of the unknown?
I'm much less attached to the mortal realm. I don't really have anything I care not to leave. Because the things I care about are going to leave with me anyway.
Your brain?
my companions.
That is oddly sweet.
Actually, so cute.
Fuck.
We're gonna
Still
end this
taken
all
aback.
together.
That's actually like really poetic.
If we
Oh.
go down, we go down together.
You get to die with my bud. Yay! That's sweet.
You
Honestly.
have a chance when it comes to it. There is a flaw in taking in hosts. As I said before, the hosts themselves are more godlike than they are primordial. And in that case, our kind, my kind, have learned how to slay gods. While Ain will never cease to exist, sending them back into the nothing stops them from meddling the mortal realm. For what may seem like to Ain only days, to us can be hundreds of thousands of years before we have to deal with another Ain problem. It's one of those cases Bob would probably tell you that sometimes there's a job to be done because there's much more to lose in not doing it.
Did he like mimic Bob when doing that out of curiosity?
Yes.
Perfect. I
Oh,
love him. I love him. Okay.
You know, he was the much more reckless one of all of us.
Really?
Yes, it's quite strange, actually. As the years go by, it throws me off. I've changed almost nothing. Bob
Well,
and
that-
Red almost did a full 180.
Were they that crazy?
Red was a drunk.
Really?
Yeah, he had PTSD from the Dragon War. He was drunk.
That would do it.
Absolutely
Okay.
caused us so many issues. We've almost lost our lives multiple times on his mistakes. And Red was nothing but a petty thief. His father was one of the generals for the... How do I say? He wouldn't want you to hear this, but I don't really care.
A lot nobody wants me to hear. All right.
The Titans, the 4 Titans.
Oh.
The Titan of blood. His father was a general for him, which means Red's technically half something else that's not really tiefling.
Okay.
And those people don't really care for their kin. Just make them and toss them away to be adults at a young age, so Red kind of had to learn how to... So he stole. Not really made of money. Which is funny, because he is now. But in our adventuring, people have changed drastically. Some much more drastic than others. Guck gained purpose and a spine. Leadership from him. I just gained more knowledge, which is what I enjoy. And I was allowed to leave my room full of books. Well, given a reason to. Or dragged out is probably the best way to say it. And I enjoyed it, even though at first I didn't.
Good.
I don't know where Sunny is.
That's the other one of your friends?
Yes, we've not had contact with him ever since we got here. Soon maybe he did not
Oh.
come.
Oh. That's... Keep that in mind. Same people run into him. Maybe.
I doubt it. I've scoured every inch that I can think of around the land. Not find any sign whatsoever.
Even the astral realm, pandemonium, things like that.
There's a chance, though, if he was in pandemonium for this long, he'd probably be mad at this point.
Or maybe it was like a few days. You know, time is so weird. Soup, as Circe has said once.
If
It
he's
is a weird
alive,
soup.
if he's alive, then I'm sure he had an unusual amount. So
He had unusual what? I'm sorry, you cut out.
amount of luck. Every time things seem to go against him, he would succeed in the most odd areas.
I think that is a good sign. He might just show up at the last second and whisk all this chaos away.
No. He's also not very smart.
Okay. Well, we can still hope for good things.
I'm not holding my breath.
You're gonna learn very quickly to do that around us, so I'd say start learning. We are all insane in our own ways, and half of us have powers we don't even understand. So
Yes, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
All insane.
and all probably very heavily traumatized, PTSD, all that fun stuff. Anyways, thank you. I'm gonna relay like 90% of this to my friends.
Of course. Do you have any questions about the primordials or gods or anything of the divine? Or you need to be healed? I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, bro,
And-
have you heard of a sixth?
Have you heard of a sixth primordial?
So you happen to know a name?
There's a new titan rising. Some sort of god, some sort of cow titan.
No, there's not.
We have no idea what you're talking about.
They seem to have a very weird priest of a fairy.
No,
Their holy symbol is a maple leaf.
On fire? A little strange.
They've pillaged and ravaged towns across with reckless abandon, stealing everyone's milk.
Absolutely no damage. Absolutely no damage to the
No.
structures at all. Just a
No.
lot of, just all of the vegetation has disappeared.
Well, at least they can't speak common, so nobody knows why they're doing it.
Telepathic cows.
Telepath house. Before Castilla leaves, and I'm sorry for taking up so much time, guys.
No.
You have any questions for us, I guess?
Just one.
Sure.
How long have you been in contact with the primordial of chaos?
Oh, I feel like
That
I'm
was
about to get
a smash
shot.
cut at the end of an episode.
I'm so honest. Hold on. Castilla is literally doing math on her hands. Insert time that we were at Eden here. I don't know how long in game.
This amount of time.
Castilla's not gonna lie to Valen. Valen's probably gonna fucking kill her if she lies.
His involvement is alarming.
I mean, I didn't know, I'm gonna be so honest. When I first met him, I thought he was just a guy down on his luck, and I said, "Here you go. Here's some food and booze." I didn't. I mean, it's probably not the reason it was involved in the first place, but there's probably a good chance that was,
Trust me, Castilla. You did not have a choice.
great. I've been learning that with him. Them, it, payoff. There you
All
go.
the above.
His involvement is the reason why I think you were all chosen for a reason. So
We've been hearing that a lot.
maybe it's time to start trying to find out why.
I mean, I've heard he likes gambling.
Always. He's always
Have
wanting to gamble.
you interacted with that man? I say man, but you know what I mean.
The only primordia I've ever seen with my own eyes.
In a good way, bad way, all of the above way.
With chaos, all of the above.
Great.
That's it. You have your fun.
You have your fun.
You have your fun after I just made a low-key threatening statement. Anyways. Yeah, you two. So it's gonna awkwardly pat like her legs in a anxiety manner and then like awkwardly just shuffle away.
Oh, he already walked away.
Okay, great.
No.
He was done. He was like, that's all I have to say.
You have a great night.
I want to be known that this entire time, Spis has been still carrying Circe and letting Circe pilot her around, just taking her.
Oh my
Cersei has
God.
pointed to the crow's nest. You want,
Spis and
do you want that?
Spis and Circe are in the crow's nest.
Yes.
Ooh, a flip. No.
It's looking down at everyone.
Yeah, I imagine that as Spis goes up the ladder, like Circe is like riding piggyback.
Yeah, why not? Looks like she's having a very serious conversation down there.
Want to go ruin it?
I know.
Is Vikda up
That's
here
the
with
voice
us?
in the back of her head.
Vikda's here now.
I already said that he basically immediately went down to like effectively our room.
Oh, you don't.
Sleep.
No, it's just in the earring. You get that.
Ruin the moment.
It's the little Vikda on your shoulder.
Cersei's version of Vikda.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
got
she
little devil horns.
Oh, devil horns. He's the one. There's
Every time
Vikda.
Cersei tries to make a good decision, the little Vikda's on the shoulder. She's like, what
Do
would
it.
Vikda do?
What would Vikda do?
Do we have any fun spells that can run them up? I have tidal wave.
Oh God. Yeah, let's tidal wave the ship. That's how Valen got thrown off at the start.
Tidal wave everyone off the boat.
I have my canteen. I can just kind of like pull some water on it.
I loved that. That was probably my favorite thing I've ever done, but it didn't go over well.
No. But second time's the charm,
That is true.
and nobody's sleeping.
That is also true. Those are two factors that I feel like would make that a great joke. I don't know how. I imagine this is like mid conversation with Valen.
No.
I fear that Valen might have some really cool magic that might attack us. Like when Bob tried to shoot me.
I mean, we could just but it feels a little mean if we just rain on Castilla.
It does feel a little mean if we just rain on Castilla.
Gosh, that's also difficult. I feel like I need a way to break the tension, but I feel like that adds more tension. Well.
Hold on. I don't know if I have anything to throw at her.
Lob something out the crow's nest. Ah, that's so funny though. No, everything I have is rock shaped, and that feels way too aggressive for a joke. Why have I got so many rocks in my pockets?
What if? Okay. What if I pour out? If I like pour out a little water, and you just throw like, could you like magically throw a little water at her? Not like to get her wet, but just to get her attention.
Oh yeah, yeah, I could do that. That seems like something I could do.
Yeah.
It seems like that's in my wheelhouse.
I imagine like when, like after they've gone through this entire conversation, they just like contemplate like, hey, should we drop water on Castilla? They just look down, and Castilla and Valen are just not there anymore.
Castilla's starting to shuffle away awkwardly, like, yes, I was confident there. And Valen's already off doing whatever Valen's doing.
We're losing ground.
Wait. Oh, we could jump down.
You float like I can fly.
I mean, we can jump down with feather fall.
Yes, let's do that instead. That seems far more magical. Okay. Do I actually get to jump?
Yeah, Spis still
Okay.
holding Circe is gonna jump from the crow's nest and use feather fall, and we're aiming for near Castilla.
I'm gonna superhero land in that.
Roll I can make for a PTSD attack, or like
I mean, to be fair, it would be your friend. You would be on a it would be on a ship that you know to be safe as what.
I
And
imagine Circe is
they
also
are
shouting at you the whole time.
and they are just it's like, I imagine it's like a piece of paper falling.
Yeah,
that's
like a
true.
feather.
we're just like shouting at
It's
you the whole way down.
It'd be funny to me though if they decide to slam down, like, hey.
just drop Featherfall the last 10 feet.
Womp.
I fell off.
You try to
Superhero
jump
land.
down, the ship moves at that moment.
Oh no.
It's
You
like
hit
when
the
you
ground
jump on a
live.
trampoline in a moving car.
Yeah.
Isn't that a thing?
Apparently. Why or how I couldn't answer you, but
Science. This is the scientific method. See?
oh my god.
We're back to it. But yeah, as we're falling, I'm just like.
I was imagining like, Castilla.
Hi,
Circe, sis. Hi, you guys are falling very slow.
Yeah, this isn't as this isn't as impressive as I thought it would be.
This felt a bit more dynamic, but to be fair, we did have a more dynamic plan. But then you started walking, and we couldn't do it after.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to go back or?
No, I feel like the moment's gone.
We can do it from up here. Wait.
Oh God, no! Oh, let's do that. Stay there. Don't move.
As they're falling, like just very slowly falling, just like pulls out her canteen and like pours out a little water into Circe's hand.
Oh God. Yeah. Cersei sort of like wisps it up into a little like twirly sort of pattern, and then sort of like flicks it really dramatically, considering now they're like halfway down toward the ground. So it lands in like a circle around Castilla. So it like almost like loops around and then falls.
Like I imagine it fall like it's like when you give a kid a spray toy, like one of those spray pool toys,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
you just put in the air. You do that circle pattern so it falls in a circle.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Ta-da!
We try. Ta-da. Jazz
Absolutely lifted my spirits. Thank you. Castilla doesn't want to move. She feels bad. She doesn't want to move.
It's fine. You can. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
That was it. It was.
Oh,
That was the bit.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Would. I feel like it felt like it would be a little more like magical from higher up, but
Yeah.
I still like it. It's very nice. Thank you.
We'll land eventually.
You want me to wait or because I can wait. I'm happy to.
You feel the ship begin to lift.
Oh no.
Oh,
meets you halfway.
And so
I don't
you
think-
start approaching the ground faster than you expected, even with Featherfall.
We just slam into the ground.
You fall upwards somehow.
But yeah,
Do I
no,
need
the
to ca-
ship's starting to. I mean, you if you want to try.
do you want to try and catch them? I guess. I don't know. I could probably lift it. What do I need to roll strength?
I feel like it would be dexterity first. Oh no, but
Oh, thank God. Still dexterous.
you go for it, dexterity.
Dexterity. 13.
13. Sure.
Not perfect, but it works. Or at least not slamming into the ground face first. Always can be appreciated.
Exacerbate the many wounds they.
I mean, Spis is currently completely fine.
Still rocking 10 HP, so it would have been kind of funny if you guys knocked her out.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Damage.
I'm glad we.
That
didn't-
would have been funny.
I'm glad we decided not to throw anything at Castilla.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dead ass, you could have
Reaches
killed her.
Terminal velocity.
That would have been kind of funny.
Oh no.
I have a lot of wrong. Too many, some might say.
Castilla, look up. Huh, what?
Just gets conked in the head by a rock.
Rock?
What are you doing in the meantime, Vikda?
What?
What are you doing in the meantime?
I imagine that Vikda is in the quarters we had been provided. I imagine he is going to begin the process of copying one of the spell scrolls into his book,
Mhm.
and out of the three we have available, I feel like Hypnotic Pattern is going to be the one that requires the least amount of time, and is going to be the most versatile. So, and which process will take 6 hours and cost 150 gold pieces of materials, but considering our current considering our amount of considering our net worth, that's not gonna be a problem.
Yeah, no. The 6 hours might though. There's airships, right? It's not gonna.
Yeah, but it. I mean, if we can take a long rest, then it can. Roughly, how long is this 6 hours going to take?
Well,
not 6 hours. The airship, the ship.
the
'Cause, I
ship
mean,
is fast.
At
You're
the very
only
least,
heading the Hollow Mist March from the Ghostlight Woods.
okay.
So I'd
At
say
the ver-
it's yeah.
At the very least, the copying does not have to be continuous, thankfully. We'll
Yeah,
at least say that.
I mean, it's gonna be like half the time, maybe. So like 3 hours, maybe 2.5 hours to get to your destination.
Yeah. And copying a spell in the book. could have swore there was extra wording on that, but I'll find it. I'll find it later.
Anything else anyone wants to do within these 2 to 3 hours?
Is it long enough to just take a short rest?
A short rest, yeah. Short rest is like an hour, if I remember correctly. 30 minutes.
I'm gonna do that.
I would also like a short rest.
Yeah.
You guys
Let
will
me just
probably be able to take a long rest. You're headed to
Oh, wait.
your destination. But you can take a short rest just in case. Who knows? Maybe I roll.
A dragon.
There you go. That's nice and fancy. I like that.
What the hell's that? Why is it blue?
There's an option to click short rest or long rest under characteristic. And if you click that, you
And
can
we've
say how
just-
many dice you want.
Oh
just-
yes.
We have taken approximately 1 short rest this entire campaign.
I think this is our first. 82.
No,
91.
we've taken 1 short rest because Vikda wanted after fighting the Tonberries in Eden, because Vikda wanted to make use of his what was it?
I
Some,
don't wanna take.
Oh,
Arcane
shit, didn't mean to press that.
yeah, Arcane Recovery, yeah.
A death
Oh,
save.
boo.
Castilla got hit in the head.
Sorry. Sorry.
while we
I
were-
clicked the wrong button.
My sucker ass +8 +5. My short rest button doesn't work, so I'm just rolling regular dice. +9.
Yeah, my short rest button doesn't work either. That's weird.
And then
Castilla would
I
also
don't
like to
remember.
check on her family, but we don't need to role play it because I think we all know it's going to boil down to, are you good? I love you.
It's a lot of crying.
Yeah, no, Castilla's the one crying a lot.
Unless there's anything particular you want to ask her. Besides just checking up on them.
Castilla will ask more stuff later because I feel bad because I've been holding up a lot of the role playing moments, so I will do that at a later point. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else?
Or the sounds you're hearing, by the way. Totally not
Hmm?
dumping something out. Okay, cool. Done. I had to dump something out. It was loud.
I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
No,
going
I'm
on?
blaring a foghorn because we're about to get attacked.
Oh, we might get attacked. Who knows?
I mean, we might. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm still trying to figure out when I get on a short rest. And I get my fucking things back. Wild shape. Just my wild shape, no spells. How rude. Do I want to do it?
I
No.
would assume Vikda's studying of the spell scroll counts as his.
Yeah, okay, you can kind of short rest.
All right.
Enjoying a good book.
Yeah, I do imagine that. I mean, it is a singular spell scroll, but I do imagine that as he's doing like the copying process, like you know how have you guys heard of like how programmers will like use like a rubber duck or whatever to like decipher their coding?
Mm.
Like I imagine Vikda is partially doing that with Rem,
Aww.
as well as like legitimately just legitimately helping him with it. Like,
It's
'cause
a baby.
I remember reading something about there being a like with spell scrolls needing to roll a arcane check about like if it actually succeeds, but I've no fucking clue where it is in the handbook.
No.
Why just as we're doing the short rest, I think Sassy goes up to the deck and just does it up there, like in the breeze. Just doing that thing that you'll see like birds do when they're like too young to fly or are just enjoying the breeze. Their like wings are like fluttering along. with the breeze.
Mhm.
Oh.
And she's sort of just like kind of dangling her like arms over the side of the ship, and just like on the wood paneling. I know he said not to touch not to ruin it. I am not ruining it. Oh, she doesn't think she's ruining it. And she's like starts to sort of grow like a vine that sort of creeps down the front of the ship, and just starts like growing flowers as she's sort of like enjoying the wind. She's like a bird, like really just happily flapping her wings. And that's how she spends her time.
Okay.
Imagine Spis is sticking close to either Castilla or Circe. Or no, Castilla went to talk to her family, right?
You could go meet the parents.
Your parents,
No.
like a movie.
Jeez,
No.
that's what I actually
Absolutely
asked.
not.
Actually, no. I think Spis would stay to keep an eye on Vikda.
Spis has PTSD. Spis doesn't want to go meet the parents, and the parents just are like, "It's your fault. It's your."
No. The joke is Lo would adopt this. That's the joke. That's her other traumatized daughter now.
Oh no. Castilla's like, come meet the parents, they'll adopt you. And Spis is like, or arrest me, because my parents arrested them.
No, never arrest. This is not allowed to be arrested.
All right. Well, with that, I will say we will take our 10-minute break.
Ah,
And we'll be back.
probably go get water. That would be smart.
Water. I'm gonna roll another hit dice. I've just decided.
Hydration.
Makes me feel a little bit better.
Also think Spis's idea to stick with Vikda is more in the realm of if the airship crashes again.
Oh,
I thought that was why, but I didn't want to say it. I was like, is it because Vikda's fear of flying?
Because if the airship crashes again, Castilla is kind of safer because she's with her parents. Circe can fly, but Vikda would be just alone in the room, would be alone again.
don't say that.
So Spis is like, I stay with Vikda.
I'll stay
Aw.
here.
Then Spis can grab Vikda if anything happens. Even though she just used her feather fall, she has levitate.
He does.
Fine. It's fine.
Got plenty of ways to slowly descend.
It's fine. She has a levitate and 4 modes. She'll make it work.
Mm.
Yeah, Vikda also.
this-
I mean,
Go ahead.
Vikda has constantly had Featherfall prepared. So.
Well, Spis doesn't know that. Spis doesn't know how magic works.
Yeah.
We need to talk
Yeah,
to
fair.
each other as a party and figure out what we actually have and don't have.
Since we've never. This is the weirdest sense ever. Since we've never had a short rest before. Do moats come back on a short or a long rest, or just on a long
Oh.
rest?
Good
That
question.
feels like a Jessie question. I don't know if Jessie's still here. Jessie is not here. We'll ask Jessie when he gets back.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm getting water.
Okay.
Where the hell is
I
this
was like-
fucking ruling?
You'll never know.
Probably it would just be in the. Hold on. I'm gonna check
It was
online.
talking-
On
it
my
was talking
online.
about like it is something about the copying a spell scroll into like it's like the wizard class, like yes, that has like that states all like the requirements of like, hey, of copying a spell scroll, but I remember reading somewhere that it would that if you roll low enough on like an arcana check for a spell scroll, for copying a spell scroll, there's a chance that the spell scroll would just fucking do nothing. But I cannot find that ruling.
Nothing that I'm reading says you even need to make a roll. Just says that you need to pay your toll and do the
That's also been listed.
roll. Let's type roll in.
Oh, and are you sure it wasn't like an optional ruling type thing?
Mm.
Read?
Even then, I would find it somewhere. I read it.
Or proposed like idea?
I read it in my books.
Are you
It is
sure?
somewhere. Yes. I swear, if it was in fucking Xanathar Tasha's. I swear to fucking God.
Let me see here. It is must succeed in intelligence arcana check. The DC equal to 10 plus the spell's level.
Where is that from? Is that listed from being anywhere?
It says this is from the PH section.
Let me see. Spell scrolls, free basic rules 2014. This is on Roll20. A spell scroll is blah 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 blah. If the spell is on your class's spell list but of a higher level, but is of a higher level than you normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spell casting ability to determine whether you cast it successfully.
So if it's higher than the level of spells you know, you could try and copy it, but you'd have to roll.
Yeah. If it's on your level, though,
okay.
You don't need
Okay. Okay, copy the link into Discord, like, just so that I can look at the same thing.
A wizard spell on a spell scroll can be copied just as spells and spellbooks can be copied. When a spell is copied from a spell scroll, the copier must succeed on an intelligence arcana check.
Yes, that is what I was referring to. I just cannot find it in the player's handbook.
Whether it succeeds or fails.
I don't know where it would be.
Let's do it the fun way. Google.
Could you just send? Could you copy and paste the link into Discord?
I'm sending you the link.
Well, do it faster.
No.
Thank you.
It seems to be under, like, spell scroll as an item, rather than wizard. Because when you copy that whole section and you enter it in Google, the only thing that comes up is spell scroll, or obviously the website that D&D Beyond where it said that. It's the spells on your class spell list, but of a higher level.
Is that the fucking Dungeon Master Guide?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Spell scrolls.
It doesn't say. It just says
spell scrolls are the only.
Oh, source. Lost Mine of Vandelva.
What?
That is a module.
And then it says also free basic rules 2014. That's the source.
It's because I was looking at magic items.
Items, spell scrolls.
Because that whole section is in that spell scroll thing.
Found it. Okay. Thanks, I thought. Okay. Activating, wearing, weapons, staffs.
So it seems like it's about casting the spell rather than copying it. When you cast this, you need to use an action to read the spell and cast the spell. What's all this? Yeah, it seems like it's got higher than the normal cost. PC is 10 times. Huh. Wizards. We did it. Put our brains together. We can find the answer to anything.
Yeah, the reason you probably weren't finding it is because they changed the ruling of 5e. So
No, it's not that they change. It's not because they changed the ruling. It's because I was looking in the wrong book.
Well, yeah, but when Abby was googling it, she wasn't finding it, so they might have changed that in the new 5e ruling. So when I googled it, I added 2014 for the old rulings. Because I presume that's the only reason why you wouldn't be able to find it.
Probably.
Okay, it's in this. Okay, that wording I was thinking of is specifically in the spell scroll magic item thing at magic item list from the Dungeon Master Guide. Okay, there we fucking go.
We did it!
Hooray! Teamwork makes the dream work.
I forgot I had to go to the bathroom. I got distracted.
Go piss, girl. Piss.
Don't say that to me.
Piss, girl.
I'll come up there and hit you.
Oh my gosh. Okie dokie. Gosh, my everything hurts. Cassie, are you back yet? I have a question. I just yell into the ether.
Yeah, what's up?
Hello. I was just because we've never done a short rest before. We've never had to ask this question. Do our moats only come back on a long rest, or is it a short and a long rest?
They only come back on a long rest.
Okay.
Moats are very strong for it to be a short resting.
Okay. I was just trying to figure out what I had and what I didn't. And then I was like, oh shit, we've never done a short rest before. That's just the question.
Also, I finally found the spell scroll ruling I was thinking of. It's
Hello.
when copying.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
or Emily. Basically just when a spell is copied from a spell scroll, copier must succeed on a Arcana check with a DC equal to 10 plus spell's level. If it's successful, the spell is copied, and if not, apparently whether the check succeeds or fails, the spell scroll is destroyed either way. Upon attempting to copy it into a spellbook. Thankfully, I have a +9 to Arcana.
Oh hell yeah!
And with the stated fact that Rem is helping him, would I be able to argue advantage on this roll?
Sure, Vikda. Just because I haven't got spell scroll. Sure. It'd be cruel for it to fail.
All right, cool. My fucking best rolls in the past like 5 sessions are. I got an 18 and a 20.
Let's go.
I'll definitely take it to not fucking waste a spell scroll because weird rulings, but.
Honestly, I thought you just write them over to the.
No, sorry. Yeah, yeah, cut out halfway through.
I said, I honestly thought you just write them over to. I
Write
can't
'em
forget
over
doing
to
that. I physically saw
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I saw it on the. Oh,
Oh God.
It was exactly the
pause.
same moment.
Maybe my internet is.
It just doesn't want you to say that specific line.
I mean, it's
Censored like Guck was.
No. No. Not the boy.
Wait,
I mean,
why
either
did he?
way, using either way, casting a spell through a spell scroll destroys the scroll anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So they're always a one-time thing. So it's not that surprising that same thing basically the same thing applies to copying it down, which basically requires memorizing the casting the way of casting for using the scroll. It's like,
You test out hypnotic pattern and the whole crew just go.
I mean, Vikda is doing it in our quarters.
Oh no, guys! I
Oh,
think
no.
Jesse died.
Taylor's like, I'm talking and none of you can hear me.
He just disagrees with Owen's words that bad.
He's like, incorrect. Well, as the new designated dungeon master, we win, and the Ains all spontaneously died.
Yay!
We did
Oh,
it!
never mind, Abby.
Damn it.
Sorry. I like that story ending though. It was good.
Oh no.
Thank you. Thank you.
Also, we have confirmed that moat charges do not recharge on a short rest, only long rests.
Makes sense. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, Jesse. Another thing I was curious about regarding in specifically regarding cantrips that in Tasha's Cauldron, it does say that a optional wizard feature is basically allows them to upon a wizard level up to basically just to swap out one cantrip for another. Wait, what the? When you finish a long rest. What the shit? Okay, Artificer requires a level up. Okay.
What the shit?
What the shit?
Okay then, never mind. Because okay, no, yeah, the Tasha's Cauldron wizard feature, it basically says when you literally says whenever you finish a long rest and basically you have scribed a set of arcane formulas in your spellbook you can use to formulate a cantrip in your mind. Whenever you finish a long rest and consult those formulas in your spellbook, you can replace one wizard cantrip you know with another cantrip from the wizard spell list. And that basically allows you to swap cantrips on a long rest. But for artificers, it specifies a level up.
You can do the long rest roll. You're fine.
I wasn't too worried about that, but like just rereading the rulings, I was just caught off guard by that. Yeah, I was mainly asking because for the longest time I have not used Thunderclap fucking once.
I guess the bard's on strike.
Well, we finally did it, guys. We pushed it over the edge.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
The bard's like, I'm done. It's over.
Valen went and took it out. It knew too much.
I think I had to update. That's why. And then my PC tried to update. That's why it kicked me out.
Oh,
classic.
Yeah, Abby took over as DM.
Everyone was happy ever after. Yeah. The end.
We win.
That's it. That's the campaign, guys.
That was it.
That's the campaign.
Everyone go home.
King Cringe fail anybody? Yay.
Evil loses, heroes win the day.
I thought you said evil losers, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, you believe in them? Do you know they're evil losers?
I want someone to just. Valen's just gonna look at you guys before you leave and be like, I just gotta tell you, one of you. And he just stares at you and he's gonna be like, yeah, you'll be fine. All right.
It's fine. NBD.
His but a scratch.
One of you. It's fine.
You'll figure it out.
You'll learn eventually.
Someone, wait, no! And he's like, I can't hear you anymore.
I have no clipped out of the map. I'm no longer
room.
part of the talkable NPCs.
I've gone to the back room.
All right, so with that being said, the ship approaches its destination. I had music for this, but no longer anymore.
Jurassic Park theme.
Yep. That's exactly what I was gonna do.
Yes.
You find yourself looking at this. I just had the map open. Why did I turn it off? Here you are. Over this wood clearing. Not too far off, you can see the city of Elysia. Somewhere within the mountains. The ship approaches what looks like to be a large keep, castle, not really castle, keep. It's a big place that looks really old that I believe I have art for.
Yo.
Damn, the music being gone is just
Awkward silence.
wrench into everything, but it's alright.
I was gonna start doing the Imperial March.
Oh.
Ba ba.
This is gonna get our video copyrighted on YouTube.
Did I not?
Listen,
How many times can we get
our singing
copyrighted?
is not good enough for that.
Hold on. How many times have I gotten copyright strike?
Have you really?
Yeah.
I get copyright striked a lot with these sessions. Goddamn.
A few of
My
mine have been too,
music.
yeah.
My music, yeah. I would do
I
it.
just pray it doesn't affect Abby and just hope the best. All right, so oh, that's not this campaign. Hold on. Why is Wildmount copy striked a lot? Jesus Christ.
I just make sure it hasn't muted any sections and go, and I don't care.
Move on.
Not my problem.
Basically, it's copyright protected content found, and then it says the owner allows the content to be on YouTube. Or it's some people in certain countries can't watch it, but it's 90% of my Wildmount sessions.
Oh no.
And everybody's US based, so I'm like, well,
Whoops.
it's fine. The only time I've actually hold on, where is this? Oh, I was about to say something was partially blocked, but it's a video of my brother. singing, I think, a Kesha song.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Oh shit, that's a controversial topic now.
No, did not age the
P.
best.
Diddy.
Yeah, Diddy, because he's
Wonderful.
a pedophile.
He's a lot of things.
Ooh.
He deserves jail. That's all I'll say.
He's in jail. Enjoying himself in jail, probably.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh.
Hopefully it is not okay. In a just a absolute, just as you look out to see the destination in which you're going to land at, the possible ideas that run through your mind of this new place that you're essentially being handed ownership of. Just the imagination of how it could look soon comes to realization as you see the physical form. Definitely seen its better days. Not very taken care of. A quite estranged looking keep. I guess keep is better. It's more appropriate.
Ooh.
It also
Damn.
does look more like a manor, honestly.
Or a manor, yeah, actually. Very fitting of the environments within Stick Heist. The gothic aesthetic, the not very inviting look as the ship begins to land. Nope, I'm just gonna give up. Okay. I'm just hoping every second that it's just gonna decide to work. You know, it's done really good so far. It's done a real good job up to this point. As the ship lands, Bob finds you. All right. A couple of things before we land. I have not been in this place for quite a while now, so I don't know what its conditions are. And the last person that was here was the Dr. Wiley, and he's no longer within good favor of us, so I don't know how he left it. So, it would be within the best interests that perhaps we enter first and make sure everything's okay before you take your mother and anyone else, honestly.
That makes sense.
That would make sense, yes.
No big mean experiments jumping out at people.
I don't know. I just hope everything's fine, honestly.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Different bard.
Yep. Get out of here.
The other bard.
How about this one? Does this one?
Oh.
Hey, it works. Too bad this is not the song I wanted anymore, but yeah.
You get a song.
It's something.
Actually,
Yeah, it works.
no, I got you. Don't worry about it.
The bard chooses music.
The other one's better, I think. Why not? You depart with Bob as you slide down those of you that need to, the ladder. The front courtyard has definitely shown its wear.
So, like, presumably it feels like it had life to it at some point. It felt like it was built and maintained at one point in its lifetime.
It does. It doesn't seem like it seems like it just wasn't very well taken care of. At least the outside of it. The rust in the gates can be seen. The some of the gates are kind of pushed over. The main gate in the front seems to hold strong. There are locations that seem to have been dedicated to small graves. The stones within the graves are not well taken care of as well. Everything seems to have been like dwindled down with weathering. Stuff that could be managed with maintenance, but the lack of is seen here.
Not the worst place I would have called home.
I promise you it's quite beautiful inside. I mean, it was. It was all very beautiful. I had people who worked here with plants and stuff. Not anymore, apparently.
I mean, it happened once. We can fix it. I mean, I'm pretty good at gardening. For obvious reasons.
I mean, I do doubt we'd be able to be here for extended periods of time to tend to the.
Oh no, but I could give it a kickstart, so it would be like all revitalized again, and then whoever wants to garden. I don't know if your mother is a particular gardener. Guess. I don't know why I laughed at that. That wasn't funny.
Which one of you is the more responsible one? I can say it,
Vikda.
but I just want one of you to say it.
Vikda.
I was going to say either one of us, but if you're
Yeah.
good,
Plus, he does that cross arm thing where she's pointing one way toward Castilla and one way toward Vikda.
All right. Well,
It's the deciding vote.
he tosses you something, Vikda.
is it the deed?
You catch it, and it's what looks like to be keys. These old skeleton keys. We're going through the front. It's probably the best manner to enter. I am more wary of. Well, there's no signs, from what I can tell, of any quarters. bandits that may have taken this area. I'm more worried of perhaps anything Dr. Wiley left.
Would
If it's,
any... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
if it has been that long, as if it has been as long as you've implied to be for this place, then anything that he would have left, I doubt. I feel like we would have. If it's still here, I feel like it would be decently obvious.
You'd be surprised. He pulls out his gun.
Oh,
It's still
going
a...
in all guns blazing.
All right, well,
Sorry.
Vikda, go ahead and be the one to open the door to your manor. Well, your group's manor.
All right.
Chateau de Kaleidoscope.
Go, Team Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, Vikda's gonna approach the door, find what seems to be the most appropriate key, and unlock the door.
You unlock it. Click. You pull the door open. There's these double doors at the entrance.
Well, I will say, I
Give
just
off.
imagine, just considering Vikda's height, I imagine it is considering the current vibe. I feel like it is just a small tidbit of humor, considering he probably has to stretch.
It's a little tall. It's plausible for you. You definitely got to go on your tiptoes, but
Spis helped open
Even
the
more so
doors.
than literally the worst person to give the keys to in this regard.
well, he asked who was responsible to get the keys. You open the door, and the door creaks, an echo within the manor halls itself. The entryway is pretty. It has signs of it being beautiful at some point. It gives off. Yep.
What time of day is it?
Sun setting. The sun is setting.
Okay, yeah, Vikda is going to bring out his continuous flame.
The entryway gives off this sense of an elegance that once was here. Everything seems to be intact, from the great stairway that leads up, the entryways, chandeliers. It's been sitting for a while. Cobwebs cover most of what stays still. The ground is dirty from the dust that's gathered over time. There doesn't necessarily seem to be any signs of footprints, even from maybe small rodents. All right. Upstairs is the rooms. There's about, technically there's 4 floors. The highest floor is more of an attic. Down here is where the more interesting rooms are. There's a diner, there's a library, quite a vast library. I don't know what books I've left here, but the kitchen has a room for the chefs, as well as magically enhanced. If the ruins are, this should still be active. hopefully the doors aren't open. I mean, I guess we would have felt the cold.
I feel regardless. I feel like any food left behind would be untrustworthy. Even
No, I just meant I specialized. We call them freezers. They're quite large. You store a bunch of food in it, and it keeps it quite cold.
I do recall coming across some storage containers of a similar effect. So not surprised it could be scaled up like that.
Okay, oh, fantastic.
Is it like those microwave thing? No, the microwave thingies make it hot, right?
Continuing. I don't want to recommend this.
Fucking microwave.
And you missed it. And when I ran my game in the very early sessions, the party experienced a microwave.
Oh my god!
It is a box that's made out of metal that uses an instant heat metal spell. Fucking fun. Anyway, sorry, Jesse.
No, you're fine. But we'd probably cover more ground in groups. Unless you all want to gather as a group together. I'm not really worried about what's in here for myself, so I will go alone. Upstairs, I can cover quite a lot of space.
May I insight check?
Go for it.
I feel like he doesn't want us to see something.
Yeah, it's
29.
It's in sync posters he's left upstairs.
Yes. Well, now we have to see them.
He was in his
Yeah.
emo phase when he was in here.
Oh my god, his emo phase.
His 21 Pilots and My Chemical Romance.
Bob is being sincere. He really does think that he can cover a lot of ground very fast upstairs, and in at his ability, he doesn't feel like there's much in here that's a threat to him.
I thought you were gonna say at his age.
Honestly, those could go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, you go, Castilla.
No, you go. You go.
Oh, I don't know if we had the same thought that if there's 4 floors, it would make more sense in my head if we split up and just did
we're not exactly going to. It's not like we're short for time, currently.
Well, it's gonna get dark, and people are outside.
Yeah.
And
It's
yes, they're on an airship, but
I'll take the upper floors. You don't have to worry about them. Like I said, most of the rooms are down here. A lot of the floors upstairs in the rooms are more like bedrooms. There's much vaster ground to cover down here, which is why I thought I would leave you 4, to do so.
We could go in pairs, pair 2.
If that is what we're comfortable with.
Wouldn't be unwise.
I mean, how many of us still have and she taps her ear with where the earpiece is?
Nope. Quinn has mine.
Okay. You got yours, Vikda?
Yeah, I haven't removed mine yet. Other than apart from cleaning, but
Okay. 3 out of 4 is not bad. So we can always communicate using this as we're walking around if we find anything untoward.
That sound good to everyone else?
yes, I mean, yeah, sounds fine to me.
What pairs do we go
Out of universe. We all roll a d4.
We do rock, paper, scissors.
No, that's gonna be too convoluted over Discord.
Their game, rock, paper, scissors. We can play blackjack.
Oh my god.
We can play Deltarune. We can play Dank Memer.
Okay.
Let's
do it like
D20 it is.
Yeah, two highest. If roll a d20, the two highest go together, the two lowest go together.
We're playing the guessing the number game.
God damn it.
Yes, Spis! Let's go!
Chaos Crew! Oh,
It's
this is
not
perfect.
screwed up the way it's supposed to be, but yeah.
This is perfect.
Is this Jesse saying that all of a sudden we're gonna fall through the floor and go two separate directions with who he wants with who?
No. I'm just saying
no.
this is
I was messing with you.
absolutely the best and the worst case scenario for you.
This is the perfect case scenario. I don't know what you're
This
talking
is-
about.
Everything we wanted to happen all at once.
I was thinking of like Vikda just pair it up with Circe, because why the fuck not?
Do we want to do that and then later have them pair up again?
The universe has spoken.
The universe has spoken that Chaos Crew gets another shot.
Chaos Crew!
You guys are gonna find that fucking vampire you released and suffer.
Oh my god.
He's a friend.
I hope so.
The
I'm
master
convinced he is.
requires your assistance.
He opened the
Why, Gore?
big thing for us.
He's such a
Taco
friend.
Bell sound effect.
The bell
there's-
tolls.
The bell toll.
Oh
The
my
bell.
god.
You get this reference.
Rolling God
thank
2,
you.
does that count?
Of the dead.
No. You rolled the
Chaos
first
Crew.
Owen really wants to go with Circe. I'm learning.
Chaos Crew!
Chaos Crew.
I just want to
Crew.
separate
Yeah,
Spis and
Crew.
Circe.
No.
No, the universe has spoken. I apologize.
In character, you can. And then fail, but I mean,
In character, Cersei starts to flirt it towards Spis.
In character, Spis already has Cersei on her shoulders.
So, there are multiple rooms you can all check. And I'm going to give each group a choice of which room they want to look at first. There is the dining room. The dining room is quite large. It has intricate design. It's huge. It's definitely, this is a house of a rich person. There is the kitchen. The kitchen is separate. It has an entryway into the dining room, but it's separated. It is fairly large. It is designed for multiple chefs, as well as having a giant freezer for storing food. Fridge and a freezer. There is the courtyard, which is outside. It has an extensive... it had a garden, but now it's more like just the hedges have been left. It's almost in a maze-like pattern, the design that the hedges are cut out there. You can see the statues sticking out in various locations.
Creepy maze.
There is the library. Large, this dome-like structure, designed very much like a public library in size. And that's all you have access to currently.
And that's all stuff that's on the ground floor.
Yep.
Okay.
so that's what, a total 4, right? Yes, no?
Yeah, dining room, kitchen, courtyard, and the library. Dining room and
Do we want to
kitchen.
do?
Oh, dining room and kitchen are connected, so 2 people could do those 2, and then the other group could do courtyard and the library.
I feel like you know where Vikda's gonna want to go.
I was gonna say that I assume Vikda would like go to the library.
Yes, was going to suggest that first.
So we can do the library and courtyard, and Circe and Spis can do kitchen and the freezer thing.
Yes,
Mm.
those.
We might also suggest, because it's starting to get dark, we might want to do the courtyard first.
Mm.
Circe and I could do the courtyard, while you two do the library, and then we almost converge to do the dining room and kitchen together.
Good idea.
That would make sense.
That's
Yes.
good idea. Yes, I like
Be
that much
back in the
better.
middle.
Vikda is going to bring out Rem.
Oh shit.
Keep an eye on them. Would you?
We
Referring to Spis and Circe.
Rem
But
gives you like a salute. You hear the ding hit his head.
Oh, that's a baby.
like a little guy.
Spis looks up to Circe. I don't think we need a babysitter. Do you think we need a babysitter?
No, we're so good. We're
We're
competent.
very competent.
It
So
would
good.
ease our minds in the sense of if a red situation happens again, we can get there quicker. Please.
I
That would also
narrow
be-
my eyes, and then I
would
summon her
also
Sarah.
It would also lessen the chances of you two accidentally locking yourself in the freezer somehow.
You would be
I
right
summon-
there if we did.
That's so true. You would be in the next room.
It's fine. I like how we're not protesting that we wouldn't lock ourselves in. We're protesting
Yeah, that you
that-
would be right there. It would be your fault if I locked myself in the freezer.
Gordon Ramsay locked himself in the freezer.
Exactly.
Who's that? Is that your chef?
No. That was Emily saying that, but also
Your
yes.
fancy chef?
Right, Castilla.
God, my voice. Before I forget, though, because I forgot to ask, could I have my spider ring back? Vikda, please.
Oh yes. Of
Thank
course.
you. And I take the ring, and then I pat my shoulder for Rem to hop on. And I wasn't joking when I said I summoned Osara. I summoned Osara.
Is Osara
And
staying with y'all, or is Osara
I
following?
look her gravely in the face, and I very sarcastically say, keep an eye on them. And I gesture her to follow. We're trading companions for the day.
Hello, Osara.
Vikda gives a very sarcastic and exaggerated eye roll. Alright, if you think we need a babysitter.
Out of all of
Or
us,
so,
I
like,
think
does that. Or so does that chuffing noise that tigers do when they're happy.
I love that. Oh God.
Well, it'll be nice to meet you. Nice to officially meet. Well, in a less drastic scenario. No, Vikda he says to Osara.
She's very useful. She can fly. So, you know, if you need anything really high, she's your gal.
Well, we should head out before it actually gets dark.
Yes.
All right. Well, You split up. And we're going to go to the library first.
Ooh.
Have fun,
You
Vikda.
find your way to the library. As you open doors, you're introduced to what looks like to be a large library. It is not very well lit in here. Some light comes through the windows. From what you can tell, there are lots of bookshelves lined up. This is very much built like a library. One of those libraries that has the dome ceiling.
Okay.
At the very end, the way it's designed is there are books on your left, there are books on your right, and they kind of split off in a T. So the room is shaped almost in like a T formation. Just like a chunkier T, not like a skinny two lines, but well, I guess hexagonal in shape, but it's hard to explain the architecture. But imagine a T with a circle in the middle. So the books go to the left in different bookshelves, like corridors for bookshelves, and they also go to the right. And at the very back, there seems to be a like podium. On what seems to be like a makeshift stage. Not really a full stage, like it's just to stand up and to speak over the podium. At the very top, you see the dome, intricate paintings on the dome ceiling. Hard to see in this lighting. What are you guys gonna do first?
I know.
First of all, make a perception check on is anything in here.
Or anyone.
You guys can roll separate perception.
Dirty
That is
20.
a nat 20.
Oh,
Hey.
Mhm.
we haven't had one of them in ages, it feels like.
I've had
Um,
2 this session.
Irrelevant.
Let's go. Redemption.
You don't see any signs of life in here. With that nat 20, what you do get is the books. There's not a lot of them. There seems to have been at one point these shelves were filled. Some of these books have almost aged and decayed with the dust. Others seem to have not been taken care of, almost like they were ripped on purpose. But there's still multiple books around that are neatly placed. And nothing else really stands out too much around here, besides the bookshelves, the books, the podium. The floor is littered with what seems to have been books that were once on the shelves, but not mangled, essentially, and not really well taken care of.
Vikda is going to approach the remaining books and simply start collecting them, as long as they're of reasonable size.
Most of them are small. One of them is a book of what seems to be like biology and the understanding of anatomy and creatures, rats, and specifically the thing that talks about vermin and the vermin biology.
It's out.
Vermin, you say.
Another one you find is a book of arcane enchantments. It is almost written in hand. It's a lot less neat, and it speaks about enchantments and the ability to use enhancements with runes on one's own body. And the multiple ways you can do so. The third book speaks about architecture, and it has multiple different points of how to build an infrastructure and a foundation. And there seems to be a spot in the book that's folded.
And that folded part is?
You flip to it, and the part talks about constructing, planning and constructing a basement structure for buildings and what goes into it. And the fourth and last book is too tall for you. It's way up on top of the bookshelf. It's a quite large tome, and it seems like it is very clean and neat.
When you say large, are you like, what are we talking here? Like textbook, or?
It's placed up high and it's thick, like a Bible almost.
Oopsies.
Important books.
Castilla?
Yes.
Do you
Still was hanging back by us, Sarah.
do you think your mage hand would be able to grab that book? Grab that
How
book there.
high is the book?
You could probably reach it.
Okay, well, before I do that, I'd like
with arcane hand, or just normally?
Normally, probably Castilla can reach
Yeah.
it.
Well, Castilla's still gonna do that thing. Like, this is something I do personally, where if it's too tall for me, I'll like climb onto the shelf to like grab it. You shouldn't do that; it's not safe. But instead of to grab it right away, she would like to check for any traps.
Go for it.
Just a general perception. I don't do
I
this
believe
enough.
Investigation.
I think it's investigation. Yeah.
Investigation. Okay, 26.
Damn, that pesky 10, huh?
It's still a base 16 rolling.
You
Yeah.
check, and it doesn't look like there's but there's a big difference from 16 and 26. There doesn't seem to be any traps, but you do see something strange in the book. First off, the way it just stands on the bookshelf without anything holding it up, and the almost the fact that it is symmetrically in the middle of this specific shelf.
Vikda, I love you dearly. I 100% think this thing is cursed. I can knock it down with a stick, but I'm just saying it's a little weird.
Or considering what was considering what was marked in another book here regarding the construction of a basement for pre-built structures, and the specific placement of that book might be the trigger for a secret hideout.
You're right.
Being cautious is
Okay.
not a bad. Not a
If
bad
I get
idea.
it glued to my hand or go insane, you will fix that, right?
Poke it with a stick first, at least, and
Poke it with a
then
stick. Great. Do I have a stick? I don't want to get rid of my good stuff. Uh,
Do you have-
do I have a stick?
listen,
I'm checking.
Vikda has. I mean, Vikda does have a. Vikda has
Castilla
like
has dull torches.
I mean, yeah, that's more like a club, but yeah.
still sick.
Still stick.
Yep.
Hey,
Ish.
I'd like to use a torch and then like hanging onto the shelf and just like get a little inch up. I'm just gonna knock it down to where none of us should be able to touch it. Like
You go and
as
hit it with it, and it doesn't
yeah,
budge.
fuck. Yeah, no, this is 100% cursed. I don't want to touch. I don't want to touch it.
Vikda is going to cast detect magic.
Oh, we probably should
You
have started
cast
with that.
detect magic. Is it a ritual or are you using it as a spell?
Spell.
Okay. You do detect magic. It's you detect. I don't know exactly what kind of magic that would be. It seems to be a reactive magic. Doesn't give you the energy of some sort of necrotic or cursed based. It seems to be like there's a rune placed onto it that reacts.
Well, I can confirm nothing nefarious. It's more of a rune of warding.
Rune of warning.
spec-
So if I pull
if it rune of warding, it's
warding, not warning. Okay.
warding. Yes, it allows you to store a spell or in a item / location. Basically just reacts to stimulation, such as moving a book.
And if I were to move said book, am I gonna get fireball face?
Good question.
That is very unlikely as to be the result of pulling a book in a library, considering the residual damage of fireball. So
That's true. Okay, I'm gonna trust you. Castilla's gonna pull the book like you do in movies.
All right, you pull the book. Roll a death saving. No, I'm just kidding.
Fireball.
You die
Castilla dies.
immediately.
You pull the book back, and you feel this weight to it, resistance. As you do, you see this metallic hinge attached to the book, keeping it firm onto the bookshelf. But the book pulls only to a certain extent. 90 degrees, and it stops. And you hear a click. Something heavy drags across the floor. You turn to look where the noise is coming from, and the podium is shifted from one end to the other. About
this
just
reminds me
5
of
feet off
something.
of its original position. You feel a sudden gust of wind and the smell of mold.
I get a feeling that we've revealed a laboratory of sorts.
Perhaps a basement.
I would be curious what it would count as if it wasn't a basement.
Do we want to go back for the others, or do we want to
A brief investigation, I doubt. I doubt would be that. I feel like we can at least look. Poke our head in.
Famous last words.
Not good. If it's a bunch. Vikda says this as he's walking over. If it's a bunch of stairs, I'm not going to. If it's a massive staircase, not going down it. If it's a smaller staircase to go into a hallway, check it out, see what's down the hall, and then report back. Not going to poke and prod at every brick down there.
Well, you head over to look, and there's a square cutout on the ground. And there's indeed stairs that lead down.
How far?
Because of how dark the room is, because the fact that it leads down a little bit, pretty good amount, you can't see the bottom of it. It kind of goes into darkness.
Does have his continual flame, which gives out 40 feet of 40 feet of light. Is it a spiral staircase or straight?
It looks straight from what you're looking at it. So 40 feet. You can
40
see
feet of light,
down. I'll tell you right now. With 40 feet, you can see down, and you see a wall as the stairs turn right.
Oh.
Alright, we'll investigate this as a group.
Maybe we found Wiley's place.
Considering the cleanliness of the book, the fact that it didn't have any dust on it, does raise some.
We're gonna end it there. Because Emily's gotta go.
I do. And I'm mad. I don't want to go. I don't want to have to sleep, guys. I want to keep playing D&D.
Jesse, I need to know, since it's not going to change anything, what was the pairing that would be most optimal that you were kind of...
I didn't have an idea of pairing. In fact, this would be the pairing I wanted because I know you guys are gonna do stuff.
We're gonna be stupid. Great.
But I meant optimal as in like, for you guys, the most optimal pairing would absolutely have been one of the responsible people with one of the more reckless people.
I see.
But this one gets results.
This one?
But this one
Fun
makes
ones.
funny things happen.
Okay.
We all know Spis and Circe would have immediately started trotting down.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I kind of was
Yeah.
hoping Spis and Circe picked the library when it didn't. I was like, oh well.
Damn it.
Are you surprised Vikda did?
No, I'm not. I knew that was a possibility.
I
Absolutely.
will say still at once. She's invested.
Spis and Circe would go
Do
down
it.
those stairs, no hesitation. No thought.
You've got a fire tiger on your side. Nothing can hurt you now.
Is Vikda the only? Like, I feel like despite having his moments, Vikda is the least susceptible to intrusive thoughts like such as this.
Okay, I'm gonna argue
had your
that
moment.
because you were gonna pull a fucking book off a shelf without checking for traps or magic, but it was too high for you.
I don't remember when,
Yeah.
but there was a moment where Vikda let his curiosity take the better of him.
He's curious. Like that's the thing. We're sane until we get a temptation.
Curious in
did
different
shut-
ways.
He did just tear out the eye of a squid. So
And
Yeah.
drank perfume.
Yeah, in our very first session, just downed some perfume.
Could have sworn there was something else. I don't know if it was a book or a scroll or something, or the chest. I think it was the chest where you didn't ask and
Oh
you just
yeah,
opened
the
chest.
mimic.
Yeah, in the withered staff.
A mimic.
The
Yeah.
tower.
Because curious, man. Like,
We all
curious,
have
but
our vices.
it's kind of fun playing a character who's not like that obsessed with. I say not that obsessed, but not that obsessed with magic.
I could have sworn the chest that appeared overnight literally came with a note saying, "Hey,
Not
this is
that
for you
one.
guys."
No,
No,
there was
the mimic in
else.
the tunnel. Where we were like looking for a way to open the thing.
Tonberries.
Yeah.
That one. Okay.
And we just like we're like, oh, there's a chest. That seems a box. There's a box. That seems useful. And then it turned out
let's
to be
open the box.
To be fair, why would a mimic, a creature who stations themselves in a place to entice people to open it, why would it put
but the Tonberries are down there.
Why would it
Breeze might open it.
Whatever.
Yeah,
the bike
Tonberry.
again.
I'm delaying
we all have
going
our
to sleep
vices, and
tonight.
it's okay.
Castilla's gonna have her vices. Vikda's gonna have his vices. Spis already has vices, and Circe has vices.
Spis
Girl's
and
turn.
Circe's vices are
Yeah. Yeah, Spis and
Exactly.
Circe does not take much for them to want to investigate stuff. I've said this before, but I feel like Spis falls into this category now as well. But there's a perfect example of this in Critical Role, where Fern sees a little sugar glider and it just starts flying away, and she immediately starts following it, and you're like, "What are you doing?" But that's Spis and Circe.
Yeah.
We would follow the sugar glider, no questions asked.
I think Circe
even if it did lead to our doom.
I think Circe would start following it first, and Spis would go, "Where are you going?" And Circe would be like, "I'm following the sugar glider." And Spis would just shrug and go, "Yeah, sounds about right," and follow with, like,
I'd follow the sugar glider.
Would take that full stride and just go with.
We are the perfect terrible characters where the DM just jingles some keys and we're like, "Oh my god!"
I feel like the assholes are like, "Wow, you guys are so smart, and like you guys have such powers," and then we're like absolute dumbasses in the most loving way possible.
It's like I'm still hung up on the fact that like
it's all
just honestly, yeah, basically, but
yeah, we are easily led.
Yeah, thank you for this,
That's okay. Jesse knows what we like, knows what will get our attention right away.
Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, we fall for it like a sinker. We walk right into the trap, knowing that that's what we were going to do. There's just something beautiful about immediately falling into a trap that was built for us.
The evil DM grin behind the scene, you know.
Sometimes you can't just be. Being extremely cautious and paranoid players is not fun. Like checking for traps checking for traps or mimics or whatever at every opportunity just drags on. Like I will say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why Spis and Circe decide to try and unlock a prison door to let some guy out.
You know, just because.
Never done it before.
Yeah, neither of us know how to pick locks. We just kind of figured
with 2 daggers. We saw it in a movie once. We thought it would work.
I think that
and it did.
My favorite moment. Just the pure stupidity of that.
This like ancient vampire who we've assumed is a vampire now is just like staring at us like this is embarrassing.
And then
I cannot believe this worked.
I'm like, oh wow, okay, well
Thank you.
With that, I do have to go sleep, unfortunately. I hope you guys have a good night. Expect my what I'm calling Castilla's what the fuck was it? Sorry, hold on. Castilla's downtime outfit tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, Castilla if she was Malachi, basically.
Oh.
That's what I'm gonna be tomorrow. Potion loving Castilla. I will
Potion
not
man.
drink any. Potion man, take me by the hand.
I feel. I'm assuming that the ocean-based the ocean-related clothing is purely out of a desire to not get heat stroke.
No, okay, so it's not ocean, it's potion based.
A potion.
Yes, potion. It's a black dress with a little pinafore, and then that's all, and a belt. That's the outfit.
Nice.
Except like there's trinkets
Okay.
and stuff. But I'm inside, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna be on my feet for almost 14 hours tomorrow." So I'm gonna be comfy.
Good
and
idea.
also Castilla themed because I can. I'm an adult.
Yeah, I can respect that. You know, I realize now, looking at the Jet Sharks art, I accidentally made Braylon probably one of the easiest characters to. Braylon being one of the easier characters to cosplay as. Also,
Let's go.
like, brown shirt, gray pants, green cloak. That's it, basically.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Night. Bye. Where's the button? Oh god.
Where's the button? Where's the goodbye button? Oh dear. Oh god. This is gonna go great. This is fun.
I can't wait for us in the maze. As soon as I heard that there was a courtyard with like a maze in there, I was very excited for us to go out there because I went, oh yeah, this is where something stupid is gonna happen.
Those
Thankfully,
freaking
Circe
statues
can
are gonna
fly.
come to life.
Yeah.
Oh god, Circe is good. Like this, I feel like being able to fly and get an overhead view is not going to help Circe direct Spis.
Yeah, it's gonna be Circe trying to direct Spis through a maze, and it's gonna go amazingly.
Gonna like do that thing where she's like holding her fingers out with two L's, trying to figure out which is left and right. And she's like, left, and Spis is like, I don't think there's a left. And then like maybe
other left.
Circe tells
like
her
they both don't know what left is.
Circe tells her to go left, and Spis goes right, and somehow it's still correct.
I was also imagining Circe tells Spis to like go right or left or something like that, and it's they're at a T junction, and the actual actual direction is straight.
It's just that classic.
It is purely because of just how Circe's looking at it top down.
She's not changing orientation.
Oh god.
Like you're facing a different way to what it looks.
Oh my god. Yeah, Spis has one charge of rage and one thunderflail charge. So if we get into a pickle, hopefully we only get into one.
Yeah.
We are allowed one fight.
I mean,
We're allowed one.
to use
one.
We're allowed
You don't
one
need
fight.
to use rage in a fight. You don't need to.
I mean,
What do you mean?
a very.
What do you mean I don't need to use rage in a fight?
You do not need to use all. You don't need to use all of your resources up in one day.
Okay.
That's the goal now, right?
Okay, Mr. used a moat on a bug.
It's okay, Spis. Blow your load.
When did,
In the memory.
I do not. I do. In the memory.
Yeah.
Before we.
That little tiny
that,
bug.
okay, yeah.
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 When you
Before
Fucking
freaking
cool shit.
what's her face got her head cut off. Jesus.
Sophia. Sophia's mom.
Her mama. I can't remember what her mom's name is. It's like Can something.
In my
Yeah.
defense, I expected the bugs to have a much more prominent role in the fight, so I wanted to deal with them fast.
They might have if we weren't so good at combat.
We probably didn't even need to really fight them.
Yeah, probably not, to be fair.
We could have just run past.
Just like left them as is. Fenris, Morel, Younger.
One charge of rage and all 4 motes left. Going great.
Sintamani.
So what you're saying is that whatever we're gonna fight is gonna get absolutely fucking annihilated.
Yes.
It's gonna go well.
Just for the fun of it. Depending on what it is.
Victor and Castilla will just see, or Sarah will just like teleport into a fiery flame and be like, "Where the hell did she go?" And I'm like, "I got her, she's back!" And Spis has already killed like 6 statues as a giant lightning bird. Oh.
Oh god, yeah, there probably is like animated armor in here or some shit like that.
Oh, that's good to see.
Well, I've given you the hints. Dr. Wiley was the last person to be here. We've had hints of what Dr. Wiley has had his influence in.
Oh yeah, the bugs make sense. The talking about vermin with the rats, I was like, oh yeah, there he is. We did know he was doing rat stuff already.
Rats, yeah, this confirms it basically.
So we do, yeah, that's just like a final.
Dr. Wiley was also experimenting on. Remember, he was heavily involved in Eden as well.
That gives me basement vibes because there was the lift that went all the way down into the ground. Yeah. That gives me like Dr. Wiley basement vibes, like full time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but that's the vibe it gives.
I suspect that the fact
But
that
what's the other one talking about?
There's no like any sort of footprints of anything in the dirt on the ground when we went in. I suspect that means more than we're realizing. Like we don't know yet, but we'll know eventually.
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out why there are no footprints.
Yeah, because like
I also have a big
Yeah, because like again, like the book was described, if I recall correctly, like as like the book being clean.
Yeah, super clean, high up, not dusty. And you're like, why would it be clean if everything else is covered in dust?
Yeah, this book that is actually a lever in disguise, this secret area.
Unless it's like magically to repel dust, which I feel like every house needs that.
I mean,
repel dust, please.
If I remember correctly, that might legitimately be a factor of like magical items.
Oh, nice.
Like that.
Non-dusty.
That might like. I know there's like some like self-clean. I'm pretty sure they're cleaning items. But
maybe
like,
that's. I will say that the kitchen having a giant walk-in freezer feels pretty accurate for this giant house, but also makes me think that there might be dead people in that freezer. If Dr. Wiley's been hanging out in here, there's just like experiments in this walk-in freezer. That's the vibe I get from this giant walk-in freezer.
Circe and Spis have to go in the freezer. They have to go in the freezer.
In the freezer. It just
yeah. There is a minor property for magic items to not get to for item never gets dirty.
Well, there you go.
So if we find anything that isn't dirty, Spis and Circe won't know that. So.
Oh no, absolutely not. They're not intelligent enough for that. Do they pay attention to their own magical items? No.
This thing is clean. It was like it was meant for us to grab it.
This thing's clean. That's really
so
weird.
cool.
Picks up.
Love it.
The two dumbest people paired together.
It's a beautiful, harmonious relationship.
Nothing could go wrong.
It's gonna set off every trap and release every possibly incredibly dangerous criminal.
And somehow we will get out.
Yeah, and we will do the job because that's what we're paid to do.
We're getting paid for this?
Wait, you guys are getting paid? They're so good. They're like that, they fumble through, but they make it. That's all that matters. With their one rage and one lightning flail. And basically 4 spells to a person.
It'll be great. It'll be fine.
5, technically.
I mean, Spis could give you another spell.
Oh, yes!
I still have bolstering magic.
Spells. Oh, sweet. There you go. No need to worry. I've got all the spells I need. Do I have any continuous spells? Oh, I do. I have Moonbeam. It's fine. That's continual.
There we go.
I don't think I prepared. No, I didn't.
How
That's
many hit
lame.
points does Circe have now?
After my short rest, I have 82.
82. Out of...
Yeah. 104.
Okay. That's not bad.
So I'm up there. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I
We'll
got
be
124.
fine.
I got 124 out of 130.
There you go. We're great.
Vikda's got 92 of 92. He did not
We've
take
never
a
been
single
better.
hit.
You get 92 of 92.
92.
Yep.
92. Once we've cleared this place out, so if we get a chance, I have, and you never get to use a spell as a circle druid, as a wildfire druid, because it's just very weird and very situational. But this is the perfect situation for plant growth. I can do a ritual that is 8 hours. I can spend 8 hours doing a ritual that revitalizes the land within a mile. Wait, hold on. 8 hours, you enrich the land. All plants within a half-mile radius centered on a point within range becomes enriched for 1 year. So I can boost it back to its beautifulness, and then if we just maintain it, then it will be fine, because then it won't immediately die after the year that it's been enriched for. Problem solved. And then I'll never use it again. Because the only other thing it does is it's all normal plants within a 100-foot radius centered on a point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves. So it makes it difficult terrain. Is its other thing, but druids get entangle or spike growth, which does the same thing. Why would I use a higher spell level to do something that I guess it's a bigger foot radius, I suppose, but it seems like a useful spell until now. And we can make the courtyard look pretty after we kill those definitely living statues in it.
What if we just did that first, and then we just make the courtyard pretty, and then
It's so pretty!
And then torched it all.
I thought you were gonna say, what if we attack the statues first, and then they're actually just they're just
Regular.
statues, just vandalized.
Get the first strike.
Castilla's family are watching from the edge of the ship, what are they doing? They can see us from this distance.
This entire time, I've been imagining the courtyard. Have you guys seen the game? Oh god, it's called Labyrinthine or something.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the one with the hedge maze.
Yeah.
Not labyrinth. What?
Hold on. Let me look it up to make sure I'm getting the name right. It's like labyrinth. Yeah, labyrinthine. Labyrinthine. But it's a co-op horror game. And it takes place in a hedge maze. And so I've just kind of been picturing there's like these areas that are like really creepy and like weird and stuff. In them. So I've just been imagining that this whole time when we talk about the courtyard.
Yeah, like in the labyrinthine, there's also a mechanic of like in the game's mazes, which the game is like completely composed of mazes. At random points, when a group of players crosses a trigger, they'll get cut off, so that and separated.
Oh, so the maze like moves?
Yeah, the maze like moves
almost.
Less that it moves, and it's more so like the maze doesn't it doesn't shift. It just like spontaneously makes a gate or like a bunch of vines grow, separating the party.
Yeah.
I don't know if they disappear, but
they do. They'll disappear eventually, but they'll go up at random. Sometimes you'll cross an area and they won't go up. Sometimes they will. So it's kind of random, but it's very terrifying to like as a group be going across and then suddenly in the middle of your party just have a gate go up and separate you guys. It's like, oh well.
Yeah, it's a massive gate with a big ass clang.
This game is actually where Owen used to when Owen was in high school, he ran a D&D group, and he needed a puzzle, and I made a puzzle for him, and I actually got it from this game. I like just kind of copied the puzzle from the game.
Damn. It looks genuinely terrifying.
Oh yeah, it's terrifying. Jesse, please don't use inspiration from this game for the for the courtyard.
Too late.
Too late. No.
Too late.
Oh no.
Taking screenshots right now.
Jesse's looking at the game, going, "Oh yeah, this is better. This is perfect.
This is great."
Oh,
I just took inspiration from Resident Evil for the house, so it's all right.
Oh, good. Resident Evil, huh?
That's never something you want to hear. I took inspiration from Resident
Hopefully,
Evil.
like at the end of the game, right? When you win and you go back home and everything's great, and nothing goes wrong ever.
Yeah, nothing goes
I think
wrong.
Resident Evil
when you win.
In a good way. I don't think it ever ends. I think two things get nuked twice in the first two games, so I'm pretty sure it did not end. I think the mansion gets nuked in the first one, and then Raccoon City gets nuked in the second one. So
yeah, I mean, at the end of 7, the dad dies, but the daughter lives, right? She gets a happy end.
It's a happy end.
Well,
yeah,
she does until the
die in 8. Resident Evil 8.
Yeah. This is great. It's gonna be fine. It's perfect. You know, if anything goes wrong, we just fly out of it.
Exactly.
Spis does have levitate.
Sure.
Spis does still have levitate.
It closes the top. There's actually a cage. It's like that you know, Jurassic Park 3, where they have the walkways that are like all caged in the bird area. Or the bird, they're not birds. Flying dinosaur area. Yeah.
I love how that scene was like one of the most effective horror scenes in the Jurassic Park series. Just the mist and the bird just coming in, walking through the mist, and it's just like, oh, that is totally not terrifying at all.
awful. I watched it only recently, like for the billionth time, and even I knew it was gonna happen, and I was like, oh no, It's awful. It's awful, and it's done so well, but it's awful. What the hell's that thing? I'm just clicking on screenshots of this freaking maze. There's like a bunch of clowns at a dinner table.
Yeah. My favorite.
Why?
Because it's supposed to be like a Halloween themed maze. So there's a bunch of scary, spooky stuff in there normally, but it's even worse because now it's like possessed or whatever or something.
There's also like a bunch of like actual like Halloween maze scares where it's like where it's literally just like a ghost on a stick just comes out.
Yeah.
Like boo.
Fun scares.
It literally just says boo or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
In the trailer, the quote says, "You're never really alone," and that's minorly terrible.
Oh yeah, in every single one, I'm pretty sure you are being chased by a creature, a monster that wants you dead.
Oh yeah, there is like a creature in every single maze that you have to like.
Oh, thank God it's VR compatible.
Yes, that's so fun.
Oh, there's a little boo goat. Oh, okay. They got trapped and separated. Oh, there's crocodiles. There's crocodiles in this game.
I think my
Is that the back rooms?
Yeah, I don't remember the back rooms, but I guess that's there.
Apparently.
But my favorite part of the game is when you're at this like cabin, and then you finally get outside of the cabin, and you have to go through the woods and find these like sigils or something. And this entire time there's this massive creature that like its legs blend in with the trees around you, and it's kind of like slowly following after you. And you're only safe when you're at the fires like that are scattered around the woods because it doesn't like light. But it's like you're like walking through the pitch black, and then you'll just see a tree move in front of you. And it's like, oh God.
No, thank you.
Terrifying, but it's so.
Just like.
I think it's so cool. Terrifying, but really cool.
Oh. So that's a horror for next week.
Hopefully, if you didn't take too much inspiration.
Much inspiration from that.
I think you guys need to be surprised what this place. I'm just just think about what Wiley's worked on. That's just it. Just think about what Wiley's worked on. It's
gonna be a lot of creepy stuff.
A lot of body horror related
things
from.
Oh, not just that. Not just that.
There's secretly nothing here.
That would be really funny, actually.
Like there's some.
He put all his experiments somewhere else.
Like there's some random machinery or something, or some half-finished projects. But that's like it. There's nothing actually dangerous.
Okay, I'm quite convinced that we're gonna get attacked by something in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I also want to know what Bob's doing. Maybe I wanted to go upstairs, Bob. It's just like take 2 of what happened in the one shot when we were like when that the disguised I think it was Impulse. Was it Impulse the disguised one that went to the table? I think it was, where she was like, I want to go look at this table, and we were like, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything about it.
She went to the desk, I think.
We were just like, sure, you look at it, you do that. You do perfect, wonderful. And then she ripped up some plans.
I am going to head out here.
Yeah.
Good
Thank you for
idea.
session, Jesse.
Thanks for
Of course.
the session.
Thank you. That was very good.
Were you about to say thank you for Jessen?
Huh?
Jason, it's 4 in the morning. No,
Okay, Vel, you're just very sleep deprived right now, I can tell.
that's my excuse for everything. It's fucking early.
Good night.
Happy night.
Goodbye. Good night.
Night.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.